The 83 of Scott Campbell. On the outside of Scott Campbell will be the 35 of John Laketon. In your fifth row would be the 45 of Colt Cheevers. On the outside of Colt Cheevers will be the 161 of Joey Wiles. In your sixth row will be the 50 of Leroy Morrison. The 50 of Leroy Morrison was on hand with me earlier in the press box as he was calling the racing action, and now he's behind the wheel of that 50. On the outside of him will be the 59 of Kyle Lafferty. In your seventh row will be the 929 of Garrett Thompson. On the outside of him will be the 81K of Elijah Keeper. As they come down the front straightaway. In the 929, it'll be Garrett Thompson, and 81 Elijah Keeper, and then it will be the 34 of Donnie Ost. And on the outside of him will be the 38 of Van Morris. Here we go. The caution flag is still out as they are working the high side of the racetrack, rolling it in, making the racing that much better. It's one thing Springfield Raceway is all about, and that's putting on some great racing action. And if you think this is great, you need to be back here in 2 weeks on June the 1st, as we'll be right back here on Saturday, June the 1st. Here we go. The caution flag is still out as the 50 of Leroy Morrison, I believe, is over in turn number 2. All right, so the 50 will get it started back up. Midwest Modifieds. Casey's General Store, the proud sponsor. Casey's General Store is a Fortune 500 company operating 2,000 convenience stores in 16 states throughout the Midwest. They have 8 locations throughout Springfield. The 2 closest locations to Springfield Raceway is 4124 West Chestnut Expressway and 2805 North Kansas Expressway. So on your way home tonight, stop at Casey's General Store. Tell them you went to Springfield Raceway and watch the Midwest Modified feature as the lights are off. Here we go. Green flag is out and we're racing. Leahy and Mullins side by side. Now Mullins taking over the lead. The 59 of Rob Muhlenberg now in second. The caution is out on the racetrack. As they have a car over there in turn number 4. So they'll line back up single file. This time, single file. As Mullins, they counted that lap because everybody made it through. So Mullins will be your new race leader, as Muhlenberg will be in second. As I said, Casey's General Store, the proud sponsor of the Midwest Modifieds. Casey's has a special going on right now. 2 large one-topping pizzas, $9.99 each. So, before you go home tonight, go in to Casey's General Store. Especially if you came a long ways away. Get you a snack for the road. And let them know you heard their name at Springfield Raceway. We've had a high number of Midwest Modifieds this year. And due to the high number of Midwest Modifieds, we split the classes in two. So we have an A class and we have a B class. But the A and the B class are both full of talented drivers, as these Midwest Modifieds put on a great show each and every Saturday night. And tonight, it's not Saturday night, it's Sunday night, and they're still putting on a great show for us tonight, as the heat races were one of the best, as Muhlenberg on the last lap in turn number 4 made a move to take home the heat race win. Joey Wiles is in the 161, is your point leader. The 35 of John Langton is in second. The 83 of Scott Campbell is in third. Langton is just 53 points behind Wiles, the 161. Here we go. The lights are off around the quick quarter-mile raceway, as Mullins in the 16 is your leader. Muhlenberg in second. Green flag is out and we're racing. Mullins out with the early lead. Here comes the 20 of Leahy, now on the inside of the 59 of Muhlenberg. Mullins out in front. Muhlenberg in second, as Leahy is coming on strong, but right behind Leahy is the 26 of Gary Krabs. But look who is coming and making a move, as he started ninth. It's the 45 of Colt Cheevers. Colt Cheevers trying to make his way up to the front. as the caution is out. The caution is out. Caution is out on the speedway. As they will gather back up, line back up, single file. Now being told to go to a double file. So the 59 of Muhlenberg chooses the bottom. So the 83 All right. Well, the leader of Modzs pulled into the pits. So now the 59 of Rob Muhlenberg is your race leader. They'll file back up. The Delaware restart, where the leader is all out in front by himself. The cars file line, double file. Scott Campbell in the 83. Behind the leader of the 59, Rob Muhlenberg. Green flag is out and we're racing. Rob Muhlenberg out in front as they are side by side back there for second. Rob Muhlenberg out in front by himself. The 83 of Scott Campbell trying to take over the 26 of Gary Krabs as they are battling out, but here comes the 45 of Colt Cheevers. Cole Cheevers running the high side around the quick quarter mile Springfield Raceway. Now Campbell knocking on the door of the 59 of Muhlenberg. The top four cars, any of these cars can hold home with the feature win, but only one will come home with the feature win. Here we go, the 83 of Scott Campbell now on the inside of Muhlenberg, side by side for first. Now here comes Muhlenberg, knocking back onto the door of the 83. Campbell, your new race leader. Muhlenberg in second. But the 45 of Colt Cheevers is knocking on the door, but here comes the 18 of Elijah Keeper. Here we go. Lap traffic getting in the way. Colt Cheevers on the high side. Can the 83 hold off the 45 of Colt Cheevers? Here he goes in turn 1 and 2. But here comes the 59 of Muhlenberg. Now Colt Cheevers on the high side by side for first, coming into turn 3, now 4. Colt Cheevers, your new race leader. As the 50 of Leroy Morrison runs up the wall in turn number 2. Holding up the 45 of Colt Cheevers. Now Scott Campbell trying to gain some ground as the 45 of Colt Cheevers came up on lap traffic. Now the 50, the caution is out. The caution is out as the 50 of Leroy Morrison, I believe, in turn number 2. I believe he must have something broke in the front end or something, because that was 2 times he went off high in turn number 2. And tough break for him. I enjoyed him having up here with me, alongside me, calling the racing action. As he will stay on the racetrack. So, ladies and gentlemen, can the 45 of Colt Cheevers Can the 45 of Colt Cheevers hold off Campbell and Muhlenberg? Here we go. The lights are off around the quick quarter mile speedway. Springfield Raceway. This race isn't over. Here we go. Green flag is out and we're racing. The caution light will come out as we have a car turned in turn number 4. The 45 of Colt Cheevers has his work put out for him tonight, as he has 3 or 4 drivers right behind him anxious to take home the feature win tonight. You have to be thinking what is going through the head of the 45 of Colt Cheevers, as he knows this is not going to be easy. He has to run the best laps he's ever ran tonight when we go back to green flag racing. The lights are off. Can the 45 of Colt Cheevers hang on to the win, or will somebody come and upset his evening? Here we go. Rolling in nicely in turn number 3. Green flag is out and we're racing. Here comes the 81 of Elijah Keeper. Now the 45 of Colt Cheevers sliding up high in turn number 2, so the 83 of Campbell will try to take advantage as the white flag is out. One more lap to go. Here comes Campbell. Can the 45 of Colt Cheevers hold off the 83 of Campbell. Turn 3 and 4 to go. The 45 of Colt Cheevers. Coming to the line will be the 45 of Colt Cheevers. The 83 of Campbell. And I believe the 81 of Elijah Keeper. And the 59 of of Rob Muhlenberg. That was not easy for the 45 of Colt Cheevers. But he will be going to the Badboy victory lane for the third time this season. And now it's time for our main event of the evening. All right, here's how. All right, here's how. The late models will line up. In your front row will be the 21 of Jackie Dalton. On the outside of Jackie Dalton will be the 82 of Jace